So today is Wednesday, and the chaos and all of the catch-up of Aquashella is finally done. I love nothing more than going to events like that, but it really consumes us. I mean, it's like a 2-week thing, prepping for it, then actually doing it, going through the travel, which we hate, and then traveling again to come back home. Then you have to get caught up from all the days that were missed. It's a lot. And I'm not complaining because I'm very lucky to be able to do those kind of things, but it's really nice to be in this position here now where it's all done. We're all caught up and we can do things that we've been waiting to do. And one of the things is this here. You see one box there and one little envelope there. I'm working on doing some kind of experiments on different ways to ship fish. And I'm hoping that I can do it more efficiently and more inexpensively, if that's even a word, so that I can save you money on fish. I put these testers out here last night. Let's see what the results are. So the idea here, again, is to create an efficient way of shipping fish that's also more expensive. If it costs us less to ship fish, we can pass that savings along to you. The boxes that we use for shipping fish are these boxes here, which we then line with styrofoam, cost about $5 a piece. If I can figure out a way to use these, which we use for shipping plants, and really everybody's started using for shipping plants, these are $1, and we could fit 2 fish in this easily. If somebody orders 5 fish, which they sometimes do, so we can use these. And the whole idea is if we can save money, save our costs on shipping, we can pass those savings along to you, and shipping will cost less because shipping fish, it's expensive. And it surprises me how many customers will order a fish that costs, 20 bucks, and then they'll pay $50 for shipping. We want to get away from that. I mean, that's just a total nightmare. So what I did last night, or yesterday, about 4 o'clock, today it's almost 2, I wrapped up some bags that they don't have fish in them. It's just water. I put a thermometer in the water, which you can see it's floating around in the water there. And I actually took video footage of what the temperature was then. And I want to get video footage of what the temperature is now. And hopefully it's about the same. I had to get video footage of it because I could barely see it and I wouldn't remember it. All right, so we got the footage before. Of course, this does not want to show me. Come on, really? All right, maybe I can squeeze it and hold it. Why does it always want to be pointed to the back? Come on now. Get it. All right, so that was a bust. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut it open. And we're gonna pull it out and see what the temperature is. The temperature went down about 2 degrees. Now, what that tells me is, if I was gonna use this to ship to a customer in the weather that we have now, it would be completely fine. Wintertime, no. And I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting this to work in the wintertime. I was looking at spring, summer, fall. How well will this do? I do need to test it out on a super hot day. But the fact that the temperature just barely dropped, it actually only looks like maybe 1 degree, that's a win. Now that one was only the envelope, bubble-ope, sitting out in the yard. This one, I wrapped the same way, but then I put it in the box and wrapped it up with a whole bunch of paper. That paper is going to provide a little more insulation and protection and everything else. So you'll get the protection from the paper, but then also from the box itself. So this one's probably real good. Or the same. We'll have to see. I'm not going to bother looking at it. I'm just going to cut it open, pull it out, and see what we got. And this one, as I dump water all over the table, this one I actually had a little bit more water in. And it's about the same. I don't consider that to be a fail, but it surprises me a little. I'm being honest. So I consider that to be a pretty successful test. I mean, I'm happy with that. I do need to do some other things. I want to throw the boxes around and stuff like that, which you didn't see yesterday with the box that had the bubble ope in it. I threw it across the yard and I walked up and kicked it like Ace Ventura in the beginning of Ace Ventura Pet Detective. I kicked it all over the place and kind of beat it up a little bit just to make sure that everything would be okay on the inside. And that's nothing to be concerned about at all. I mean, it's actually, it's quite tight in there and it's protected very, very well. The temperature is the issue. Now, those bubble opes are designed to keep the temperature inside and deflect temperatures around it. So it should work. It should work very well. It works extremely well for plants. I don't know if we're ready to use it for fish yet, though. But if we are, that's going to be a really big thing. And again, that's not going to be for wintertime and maybe not even in extreme heat. But for now, I think we might have a win on our hands. We'll have to see. I mean, it's not going to be one of those things where our prices are going to fluctuate by the time of year. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is find a system that we can do across the board and the price just always stays the same. Yeah, we might lose a couple dollars in the wintertime, but we save a couple dollars in the summertime and everybody wins. I don't know. We'll have to see. But these are the kind of things that Lisa and I do on days where we don't have a ton of orders. Our biggest days for packing orders are going to be Mondays, usually Fridays. Everybody's getting paid on Friday, so they're putting in their orders. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are usually slower order days. So we have time to do these little things. And it helps, if we can save $1 per order, down the road, that's going to accumulate to be quite a bit. And if we can save for us, we can save for you. I'm not trying to be some kind of hero here. Just trying to operate my business better and maybe save people a little money. Since we're talking a lot about shipping betas today, I thought it would be a good idea to make a big announcement right here on this video. And I will get my beautiful wife, who is very busy working with Carl.
Yeah, he's helping me.
Is it time to introduce priority mail for betas?
Yes.
It's time. The weather is good enough to where we can offer 2-day shipping for the betas through priority mail. We have a huge inventory of betas. She's working right now as we speak to get those betas on the website, and they will be offered at priority mail shipping. This is huge because it'll cost you like $13, $14 instead of $50 or $60 to ship through Priority Express or UPS next day air. Now here's another thing. This is something that this beautiful woman here and I have been fighting for months. I have been trying to convince her to allow us on the website to offer up betas that are not individually photographed. What I mean is blue aliens, green aliens, they all look exactly the same. Most of the samurais, most of the blue rims, most of the crown tails, red crown tails, black crown tails, these fish all look the same. The super yellows, super reds, stuff like that. There's really no difference at all between the two. I finally won this argument. she's going to say it was her
For
idea.
all of them, just for certain ones.
The ones that look, where all of the fish look the same, those are going to be on the website listed basically as what they are. They're not going to be a what you see is what you get. But the fish that we have that are, Carl is just loving it, that are more premium and they have like unique looks and things like that, some of the kois, stuff like that, those are going to be continued to be individually photographed. It's going to say very specifically in the description whether it's what you see is what you get or if this is just a generic photo. I'm super excited about this because it means less work for her, because you have no idea how much time she spends in this beta house taking photos of these fish that don't always want to be photographed.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, I
Some
understand.
of them are jerks.
I understand that frustration because taking photographs of fish is one of the most difficult things to do. Even betas that don't move around a whole heck of a lot, they do when you pull the camera out. So big changes with the betas. Priority mail is available. We're going to have more of them available on the site, and we don't know for certain, but we may change up the way we're shipping them to you, because I showed them the tests that I did with the,
Oh,
with the
yeah.
bubble wraps. So
That's really cool.
yeah, we will see what happens, but this is going to be a big thing. Lisa and Carl are in here celebrating as we speak. This is when Carl is super sweet, when he's laying down, not
I've
being
been
bad.
standing here working. Every time I walk over here, I'm like, did one of the cats go in there and take a dump? And I didn't realize I'm smelling the complete.
Yeah. Complete and Prime, both amazing products, but they smell so very bad.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Carl doesn't mind. So,
It's like, wow, it smells like my litter box. It smells like my butt. Will you stop?
I have to go take the orders to the post office and then cut the grass.
Yay.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah, don't get rid of all my sticks. You know, my scaping material.
Yeah. Well, remember this part that I showed you yesterday? And I said it's probably not supposed to be bent that way? It is supposed to be bent that way. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to work on this thing a little bit more and hopefully get it ready. See, here's the thing. I don't live in an area where if I don't cut my grass, my neighbors are going to call somebody and complain or anything like that. No. Instead, I would have one of my neighbors pull up in the driveway and say, "Hey, everything okay? You need me to cut your grass for you?" And to me, nothing would be more humiliating than that. Like, you can't get off your lazy butt to cut your grass, so you want me to do it for you? They would be doing it just to be nice, but yeah, I don't want that. I need to get this done. So I got to figure out what's going on with this thing, get it fixed, and get this daggone grass cut. I feel so much better now. Now, I got about 5 hours worth of work to do on this thing.